What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of BKNY Hoops. If you're new to the channel, I'm your host, as always, Rashid White. All right, let's get into it. You guys see the title, you see the thumbnail over there. The Nets actually blew, and I'm not going to blame Sean Marks on this entirely. Maybe I could, right? I think, I'm going to do a separate video on this in the future, but I think he's being paid by James Dolan, right, to purposely sabotage this actual team over here, man. So we're not gonna be on here for long, man. We just gonna look at the Lakers debut with Luka Doncic. He's actually debuting for them. I really want to watch that game over there. So we are going to get into this over here now. Before we get into these three players, you can't blame, Chris. What's good, Chris? What's good? What's good? We can't blame Sean Marks, right? But so much, right? These players, right, are not going out there and saying, "Hey, I want to lose games." I mean, you have guys on this roster really fighting for their NBA lives, and literally, right? They're trying to stay in the league, or guys that's actually trying to get new contracts, or even like audition for other teams to stay in the league. They don't care about Cooper Flag or Dylan Harper, and like, even like the coaching staff, right? As somebody who actually plays basketball and I coach the game, I'm not trying to lose, man. I'm not trying to lose. So everybody's like mindset is actually wired to actually win. Those guys don't really care about, you know, um, these draft prospects. Now, why would you really care? I mean, these guys are actually, yeah, that would be crazy. But the way it's looking right now, and things could change after the All-Star break, right? But I don't know, man. It's looking like somewhere between like number 5 through 10, right? There's a lot of teams for some weird reason actually tanking for this draft over here, man. So let's get into the actual prospects over here that we're kind of talking about. And here we go, right here. This story comes from SI.com. And so now all the mock drafts, right, are saying that the Nets are probably going to get the fifth, sixth, seventh, or eighth pick, and there's some guys that the Nets can actually target. The Nets do need a big man, right? We look at Claxton. He's serviceable, right, but more of the actual bench player, right? He's not really a starting caliber center in this league, unless you got like a guy that like that's like a floor raiser in terms of like Luka Doncic. But even though even that really kind of only takes you but so far, right? You need multiple layers to your game. It just can't be like a lob threat. You got to have at least like a little mid-range shot, right? But I mean, he doesn't have that. So it says Kaman Malakok. I think I'm pronouncing that properly, right? So it says a 5-star Duke freshman making his case alongside Cooper Flag, the 7-foot Malakoff. Malak. All right, so it says has been unprecedentedly good at finishing in general, boosting 7.8 points or 72% overall shooting. Uh, I mean, I wonder how many touches he actually gets. I'm gonna watch a lot of these Duke games. I started watching BYU. I'm looking at Yegor. I want to kind of do a scouting report on him, film study on him, and the Nets do need a point guard. But I'm gonna get more into like Duke games because there's no sense of really watching the Nets games. There's nobody really there that's like that kind of moves me. Like we know who those guys are. We know who D'Lo is and all these other guys there. You know. All right. So it says over here he's a raw trajectory center, but has sky potential as a two-way center in the modern NBA. Both power and finesse around the rim, some shot blocking chops, and even a potential perimeter game. Yeah, I mean, if he can get like, I'm not asking like this dude over here to be like 39% from three, 41% from three. But even like, I'll take like 33, 34%, right? So at least he could be a threat, right? Like, so if you're an opposing coach, you can actually like game plan for him. Um, from the outside rather than like, like saying if he could shoot 34, 35%. So at least, right, it can open up it gives you some spacing right there. Like for Claxton, Dayron, like Dayron only made like 5 threes this season. And if you're guarding Dayron, all you got to do is just drop back and that can clog the paint up and just clog driving lanes up. All right. So it says for a blank slate, Brooklyn needed to add pieces in any capacity. There's certainly worse selections than the high. So the word raw kind of like scares me over here a little bit. I mean the Nets did all this. They kind of broke this team up to get a raw center. I mean, if you're gonna like rebuild, I need like a Joel Embiid type, right? I need something like that. So it looks like and like I said, we're gonna watch some film on him in a minute after I go through these players. We want to see how he is. Now it says Jeremiah Fears from Oklahoma, one of the youngest players in the class. Fears is a true freshman. Scores the first two. Score first point guard. We don't need that, man. Damn, come on, man. We don't really need that. He scored 15.5 points on 45% shooting for the Sooner. So far, added 4 assists, 3.7 turnovers. Ouch. Damn. If he's a point guard, those assist numbers should actually be 5 or 6. 4 assists for a point guard in the NBA. That's going to be a starting at least 6, minimum 6.5. He shot just 27% from 3. Damn, man. More of a testament to his speed, shiftiness, and adept rim finishing more than anything. All right, so it's gonna take a lot of work with Jeremiah Fears, man. I want what they actually have him as over here, man. Hold on, they have him as let me see. All right, let's see. Jeremiah Fears. This is not good though, man. I mean, because if you're gonna do all this, I at least want like Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, right? Sean Marks, man. I don't know where's Harlem at, man. I don't know. We got 3 people on the live. That's kind of low, but my boy Breezy's live right now, so that's kind of a good thing. So that means I don't gotta really kind of be here too long. Yeah, King Ribby, what's going on, man? Yeah, that's true, man. But these guys, it seems like Jeremiah Fears could be another Keon Johnson. Damn, I think I'm going a little too far with that. I mean, he turns the ball over. If you look at Keon Johnson's scouting report, it's it's right on par right there. Hold on, let me get back to this article. So I don't even see Jeremiah Fears on the board here. Hold on, where they have him drafted at then? Oh, okay. Number 10 to Golden State. So, that's not good. Yeah, that 3-point shooting has to definitely come up, man. He's only 6'3", 185 pounds. I mean, all teams got to do is drop back on him and just let him shoot 27% from 3. That's like Russell Westbrook numbers, man, right there. So, but if he has to get stronger, I would say like 200 pounds at least, 190, 195. All right, so let's go to the last one. It's Derek Queen. It says 6'10". He has an exceptionally unique skill set, averaging 15 points, 8.3 rebounds, 2.0 assists, and over 1 steal, a block apiece, shooting 53%. Overall, he's too small to succeed as a true 5, but he has enough skill overall to create mismatches against slower-footed bigs. All in all, he plays similarly to Alfred Şengün in Houston, able to score down low and make with the ball in his hands. Well, see, Şengün also, like, his footwork is actually extremely elite. I mean, he has elite footwork, man. So let's look at Derek Queen right now. Hold on, let me get this up. Wait, I'll put it on the next page. Yeah. All right, let's get this up over here. Let's get Derek Queen. Hold on 1 second. Um, all right, hold on. Here we go. All right, so Derek Queen. Let's look at him right here. All right, so that's a good steal. Runs the floor pretty well for a big man. So what will actually pull out other sensors is his ability to actually shoot the three. All right. I mean, if he's playing like Shangoon, man, if you redo the draft, I mean, Shangoon is like a number 3 or 4 pick. So if he actually plays like Shangoon, this will be really, really interesting. See, it's going to be interesting to see if he can actually do that against like Bam Adebayo, um, McDaniels, right? At least he knows how to play some defense, though. He knows how to play the passing lanes. That was a good anticipation. He should have shot that ball right there. He's wide open. Yeah, good contest. Excellent defense. So at least, on the perimeter, man, we see that he can actually stay with the. I don't know about guards, but maybe like small forwards. Let's see. Can he contest like a Tatum like this? I mean, that's really really valuable to actually have. Hey, like I said, he runs the floor pretty well. All right, so he took a. I mean, yeah, he has an overall high, like a good basketball IQ. Like he took his time to actually see if there was going to be any kind of help. He just didn't go right into the move. Like a spin move. It's good. He can actually handle the basketball, bring the ball up. Good pass. Okay. All right. Yeah, you could see a little Shangoon. You could see that. All right, cherry picking. So what y'all guys think about Derek Queen over here? Yeah, good pick. That's what set the screen. Let's see. Okay, I want to see him be able to knock this 3 ball shot down. He's wide open. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that was a foul right there, man. He went vertical. He was straight up, man. All right, so let's look at the other Duke sensor right there. Come on. Uh, he said he can cook ace any other day. Let me see. All right. And the Duke sensor. Let's look at him. He has this one. He had a career high. I think he had like 18 points or something like that. All right, let's see. Well, you see, all right. So between him and Queen, you can actually see the difference in terms of length, right? And his size. You could definitely see the difference there. Yeah, you gotta kick that ball out, man. You gotta see. You got three guys on you. Pass the ball out. Yeah, it's another thing. See, like over here, I mean, there's a basketball IQ problem over here. I don't know why the coaches aren't telling him this. It's he gets so three guys are actually surrounding him. This guy is wide open. If he comes back into the, from gets back into the play, well, nah, he doesn't really have a good shooting angle over here, man. But I think you got a guy right here in the corner. Let me get rid of these notifications. Hold on. Yeah, you have a guy right here in the corner, right? So I mean, if he keeps doing this in the pros, yeah, he's going to be benched. And if it's something that he can't actually correct, then I mean he won't make it to his second NBA contract. But yeah, we've seen this twice. But I'm gonna watch more and more of him, and but he does get to the line though. He does get to the free throw line on that though. Yeah, he has a lot of length. He's long. All right. Yeah, I mean he's pretty raw. He's nothing like a Joel Embiid or anything like that. You say he cooked? It was an Ace Bailey on a Wrestling Go Crazy. He cooked Ace Bailey. I said, yeah, Ace Bailey. Yo, Ace Bailey, like, yeah, I mean, defensively, like I was telling people on the last film study I did on Ace Bailey, you could target Ace Bailey, like you could pick on him. You could spread the court out and say, "Hey, go at him." I mean, he's not going to give you any type of defensive resistance whatsoever. And like I said, that's a lot of things that. But I got called a hater, when I actually said that, that you can actually target him on defense. Yo, Licky, what's going on, man? What's good? What's good? Um, so what you guys actually think about Kaman over here? I think he is pretty raw. I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna do more of an in-depth like film analysis on him, in the next couple of weeks. Probably doing like that All-Star break, man. There ain't gonna be really that much action going on. And it will go into this one thing over here before I even check out, because I want to check out this Lakers game. And it says over here the Nets brewed at the trade deadline. It's it says over here that instead all three stayed put, making for an extremely disappointing deadline for the Nets. And I think they were looking at like guys like Cameron Johnson, D'Angelo Russell, and even Nick Claxton. Um, and I think Sean Marks didn't. I don't know. Like you look at Cam Johnson, he didn't really want to actually. I don't know. They were probably lowballing him, right? Like I said before, I was saying this for like about a couple of months. Now there was like a tug of war, like teams are going to try to take advantage of Brooklyn, and Sean Marks is going to try to take advantage of the other teams, and he wanted like higher value for Cam Johnson, and I just don't think like other teams like there was like championship teams didn't really need him. That was really more the problem. And like if you got to look at like if he's going to go to like let's say not Boston, but let's say Cleveland, he's going to come off the bench. OKC, he's going to come off the bench. You really going to give up 2 first-round picks for like a bench player? So, and D'Angelo Russell, nobody wanted him. I mean, the Lakers were trying to trade him for 2 years, right? I mean, we've seen he went to Minnesota. He went to the Lake with Golden State, then Minnesota. Then he went to the Lakers. The Lakers are trying to trade him for 2 years. Nobody wanted him, even as an expiring contract. It just took Sean Marks to actually really, take him for whatever reason. I don't know why. And then now, like the mainstream sports media is actually starting to see that Nick Claxton should be let go, and it was a huge mistake actually signing him. So I really think that Sean Marks is really getting paid by James Dolan to actually sabotage this team. And don't laugh at me when I say stuff like that, but when that West Side Stadium was supposed to go up, and James Dolan, he's a billionaire. These guys do not like competition, right? So if I'm Joe Tsai, I would hire like a private investigator, and I will go through the records of Sean Marks' phone and see, like bank statements, something, man, to see what the hell's going on. Because he was like, you get back D'Angelo Russell. No other team in the NBA really wants him. I mean, he's borderline really out the league. And I went into the whole thing with D'Angelo Russell, why he's not really, like a starting caliber point guard. But Nick Claxton, I already did a whole bunch of videos on him, man. I'm not going to get into that. So, yeah, I mean, it was a bunch of guys that the Nets don't even want, right? And I mean, no, I'm sorry, nobody else actually wants. All right, so he says we should have never traded D-Lo in the first place. Nah, Lakey, man, I told you, he's too slow on offense, right? He's not like there's no athleticism with him. Defensively, he's a cone. You said like let's say on the offense, there's no reason to double team D'Angelo, right? For what? And he's just like let's say defensively, right? He's doesn't have the physicality to guard like the Anthony Edwards, the Tatums, the Jaylen Browns. You have to send help as soon as and they could target him. It's just like with Ace Bailey, right? I mean, this is so bad defensively, and there's nothing D'Angelo Russell can actually do. He just doesn't have the build for it, man. He can't do it. He's not physical. I don't know, man. That's true. Like, I don't know. Billy King or Sean Marks, I really have no idea. But this office is really, really bad, man. It is. It is. And for all you guys that hate Ben Simmons, I want to, y'all guys was like, he's going to be out of the league. Well, there was multiple teams that are actually interested in him. And there's teams that's actually interested in him after this season. Like teams like the Spurs and Houston wants to actually target him. So again, why did we let him go? Like, for what? And then you're not even really trying to lose to try to get the highest pick possible. You're doing all this. Like, I think like Cam Thomas, a healthy Ben Simmons, and Cam Johnson. I mean, it's a team that's really watchable. Are they going to win a championship? No. But at least it makes the team much, much more interesting to watch. I don't really want to watch this, man. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up, man. Definitely like, comment, subscribe, share the video. When you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace out.